There you go.
Right.
So yeah, you'll always want to either have it on standby or altitude. On
Okay.
is more of like an emergency function. I actually got in trouble when I was flying the Falcon because I put it on instead of standby or altitude. And when you have it on, it doesn't tell ATC altitude, so they don't know if you're sitting on the ground or if you are at 36,000. So any airplanes that are between here and flight level, I think it's like 600 is where it stops.
Okay.
They're routing people around us because they don't know like where we're at.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Don't want to do that. Right, oil pressure looking good. Okay, lights. We'll turn on our nav. We'll leave the landing light off for now. Flaps are up. Parking brake, we can check real quick. My side's good.
My side. Mine are good as well. Your
Alrighty.
controls.
My controls. And gyros. Right, looking. We'll get our weather real quick. For this, I just press that.
Yeah.
Alright.
0. Sky condition overcast 4,500. Temperature 03 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Remarks. Density altitude -800.
West Michigan Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 1244 Zulu. Wind 010 at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition overcast 4,500.
Alrighty.
Temperature
So 010 at 6.
Dew point -04 Celsius.
That means we'll use runway 8 today.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Good to make the taxi call?
You're missing one thing.
Weather.
What do we listen for in the weather? We're listening for our winds, know what runway to take off of.
Yep.
We're listening for the ceiling so we know how high we can go. What's one of the last things that they tell us in the weather? The ASOS. Wrote it down too.
All traffic 0620 North Alpha.
Oh, altimeter.
There you go.
8, we'll be exiting the pattern to the east. Holland.
3017.
And Cirrus, how high are you going to be going? 3,500 feet. Roger. We're east of the airport, but about 6 miles.
Right about there.
Perfect.
Cool.
And that checks, right? Because we're about 700 feet, so it makes
Right.
sense that our altimeter should be already about 700 feet.
Awesome. Alrighty, so we'll be going to runway 8 from the west ramp. Holland traffic Cessna 4766 Bravo, taxiing to runway 8 from the west ramp, Holland.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you get your seaplane rating?
Yes, sir. Most fun boater safety class I've ever taken.
Megan, that does not sound like fun. I don't really like water.
Man, you are missing out. I'm not a good swimmer, but landing on water is pretty cool.
Until it's not. I got float fittings, Megan, if you want to buy me floats.
We may have a deal there.
Yeah, I'll let you ride along.
We're a little off, is that okay?
That's
Okay.
alright. Yeah, if you look at the wind stack, we're pretty much like perfectly in line with the stock. So
Perfect.
that's what really matters.
Alrighty, run up. We have our parking brake set. Belts are good. Cabin doors are good. Flight controls go up, down, up, left, right.
And then all the way back, all the way forward.
Elevator is up,
Nice.
down. Flight instruments, good. Fuel shut-off valve is on. Quantity of fuel is rich. Throttle up to. That was a pretty small drop.
Yeah, that's like perfect. That's exactly what we want to. About 25 to 125, or I'm sorry,
Alright.
75 to 125.
Alrighty, back to both that look good. Vacuum,
All traffic.
That's gonna be yeah.
suction right there.
Exit the pattern. To the east, passenger
Amp meter, it's good. Alrighty, and RP. We're still running. Ready, throttle back. Circuit breakers are still at my side.
Still in on my side.
Alrighty, and we'll take the brief off up at, or brief the takeoff up at the line.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Alrighty. How was your seaplane rating?
That was so much
You
fun.
did it in Traverse City, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the funnest check ride I've ever taken. I've taken a lot of check rides with this guy too, and so
Okay.
it was just a really good time to hang out.
That's awesome.
I'm so hooked though. I want one so bad. Clear on correction?
That's right.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, that was super fun. We went up originally, gosh, when was that? It was like earlier in October. Yeah, because it was my birthday present to myself.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we just had an awesome time. I was up there. You know Luke Davis?
Yeah.
So I got to stay with him and his
Oh,
roommates.
really?
Yeah.
Because
So-
he's up at NMC right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. So that was super fun to be able to see him,
Yeah.
and then that was so much fun. We watched the presidential debates, of course, and because that was right around that time. It was
Right.
it was awesome.
That's awesome.
And then I wasn't able to do the check ride because the winds were just horrible.
Oh,
And so came back, drove up there another day to try and do it. Didn't work out. Drove back down, and then finally I think it was this past Saturday, drove up to Cadillac and was able to get it done. So
nice.
it was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
The first time we landed on water, like I was convinced we were gonna die, but after that it was smooth sailing from there. Quite literally. Aha.
Alrighty, I haven't heard anyone in a while. For takeoff checks real quick. Alrighty, we're in the right frequency. Elevator trim. Up for takeoff. Flaps are up. RP is off and in. Texture is rich. Windows are closed.
Go ahead and bump your power up just a little.
Right.
On with your checklist.
Lights are on. Time is 8:51. Alrighty.
And emergency brief if our engine fails on
that's right.
takeoff.
Alrighty, so if our engine fails on takeoff, and we're still on the runway, we'll abort the takeoff and exit the runway. If we are up below 600 feet, or 1,000 feet, if we're below 1,000 feet, we will find a field on runway heading. And then if we are above 1,000 feet, we will think about turning back and landing on runway 26.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Up just a little bit.
And are we going to be
Well, we'll go to the south.
south? Alrighty.
On 7 Kilo Q, 2 miles west of Hutchins Lake, 3,000 light East.
Alright, just kidding. Well, we will go to the north, because they're
Okay.
the south practice area.
Alrighty. Holland traffic, Cessna 4766 Bravo, taking off runway 8, departing to the north, Holland.
Ailerons into the wind. Other way. There you go.
40 knots. And 50. And my door is open, it looks
Oh, alright, I've got the controls.
Your controls.
My controls.
Alright,
Alright, your controls.
my controls. I checked
And
it.
my door is open. Nice, looking really, really good. Yeah, just make sure that when you're on the runway, you want your ailerons into the wind.
Okay.
Because the wind is going to be pushing you this way, and so we want to counter that and have a
Okay.
crab angle already established.
Holland traffic, Yellow Cub is 5 miles to the east, being entering right traffic, runway 8 left.
Oh my gosh, if this isn't the prettiest view in the world, I don't know what is. I mean, look at all the colors of the trees!
I know. Oh. We can make that turn to the north.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And we'll go up to 3,000 for our upper
3,000.
level maneuvers. And then
Alrighty.
And we've done engine failures and emergency descents, right?
We have not.
Okay. We'll start with that then.
Okay.
So, simulated engine failure. Pretty much once we get to 3,000 feet, I'm going to say,
2 miles to the east, entering
I don't know, I won't say anything, I'm just going to pull your power.
Okay.
And I want you to go through it's going to be A, B, C, D.
Okay.
A, airspeed. I want you to pitch for 60 knots.
Alright.
B will be best place to land. So we're looking for a field. We want to definitely land to the north since the winds are out of the north. So we're looking for a field that's north-south aligned. We're looking
Okay.
for a good road, water, anything that has minimal power lines, not a lot of people.
Okay.
And we want, if we're going to land in a field, we want something with short crops. We don't want to land in like super tall corn.
Right.
But like bean fields, awesome.
Okay.
So we got airspeed, best place to land. C is checklist. So we'll do floor to door will be our checklist. So you'll go fuel is on,
Alright.
mixture is rich, carb heat is on, bags are on both,
Okay.
primer is in and locked. So floor to door. And then D will be declare. So you won't actually put it in, but
Right.
you'll say, I'm going to squawk 7700,
Yellow Cub.
and I'm going to make a radio call on 121.5, our
Okay.
emergency frequency. So that will be our game plan. Any questions on that?
It was A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D. Yep.
Okay. And it was fuel selector, mixture, carb heat, and I'm missing something, aren't I?
Bags on both,
Bags
and
on
primers in and locked.
Okay.
So typically, the first thing I would do, like if I actually did lose my engine, would be to
Right.
look at the carb heat right away. Because because in these airplanes, carb heat is the number one, or carb icing is the number one cause of engine failures in carbureted engines. And so, realistically, that would be the first thing I would pull. I'd do carb heat door to door.
You want me to pull my carb heat then?
I'll pull it when I pull your.
Oh, okay.
When I pull your power, yeah.
And on traffic, Yellow Cub.
Nice job getting back to your altitude. Gosh, I love the fall so much.
These trees are so cool.
Yeah, like that view is just on all of the trees next to
Then you
this
got the
dark
lake.
blue water,
Oh.
like just
So
I love it. You can see coming up here, we've got a lot of really good options for fields. So,
what would you prefer, a field or a road?
Totally depends on the scenario.
Okay.
So if it is a major road that has no power lines, I would probably pick the road.
Right.
But if it's really populated and there's power lines everywhere and there's lots of cars, I would go for a field.
Okay.
So yeah, it just kind of depends on what you have available. All right, carb heat on, power to idle, or almost to idle. It doesn't really like to be all the way at idle, but simulated idle, yeah. Perfect. All right, you've lost your engine.
Airspeed's going to be 60.
And don't forget to, I mean, we don't really have many options behind us because we've got the city behind us, but be sure too that you're looking all around.
Okay.
You don't want to be the person that landed in the field when it was there was a runway right behind you.
I would pick this road right here. There's not a ton of cars and it's big.
131?
Yes.
The main one? Okay.
Yep.
My only problem with that is you're probably going to have lots of power lines.
Okay.
So I would say you've got lots of like dirt roads that you can look at maybe.
Okay.
Or you've got lots of north-south fields too. So you see how all of those rows, I don't know if you can see them, but they're kind of on my side. They're all going this way.
Yeah, even this one like right in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we got our A, airspeed, B, yep.
Fuel selectors on. Harvey's out. Mag is on both. Timer is in and locked. And mixture's rich.
Awesome.
And then I would declare on 1 to 1.5 and squawk 7700.
Awesome. Only thing is you grab the parking brake. Just make sure you're checking the primer on the far left. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
And once you think you've gotten your field made, you can introduce flaps too.
Okay.
But I would wait to do that until you're like, yeah, I'm 100% landing in this field.
Alrighty.
Which field were you going for again?
I was going for the road.
Oh, okay, cool. How are we doing on that?
We're a little high.
Okay. So what could we do for a little bit high?
We could introduce flaps to lower our speed.
Yeah, we could also slip.
Oh, that's right. Our wind is coming out of this way. So ailerons would go this.
Make sure you use all of your flaps before you start slipping though.
Okay. Go down to 20. Full.
And you're kind of going for where that tractor is, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I would wait to slip just because if you land before that, You're probably going to take out those barns.
I'm not sure if we'd need the slip anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we would either.
I probably
Maybe
should have done
maybe
flaps
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any power lines on this road too, which is sweet. This was this is a really good pick. Alright, let's do a go around.
Alrighty. Doors in, car pizza. Laps immediately 20. Laps 10. 70 knots, flaps up.
Awesome job. Alright, back up to 3,000 we go.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and monitor Great Lakes approach while we're in this area, just because we share this practice area with Muskegon.
Sounds good.
Southwest 603, Great Lakes approach of radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000. Passing 4,000, turn left direct to Kalamazoo. You can expect some light run between 48 and 65. Rest of higher for new climb. Now 163, contact Muskegon Tower 126.25, good day.
126.25, thanks.
As we're leveling out, we can go ahead and start a turn to the south.
What was that?
We can start a turn to the south.
00 Delta Alpha, contact approach 118.65.
Oh man, I love 152 performance in the cold.
Would you call it still around about 5,000 feet or so?
And once they're on our south heading, we'll do our clearing turns and then we'll get set up for steep turns.
Alrighty.
Southwest 603, thanks for that. Contact Chicago Thunder 128.5 today. And call on approach and answer taken.
A little bit too high.
No, that's alright. We'll stay at 3,500. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally fine. Make sure you push your nose over too when you level out. I think you're leaving your nose up a little bit as you're pulling your power.
Okay.
And so that's causing you to just kind of maintain your slow airspeed while still climbing a little bit.
Alright.
There you go. Nice. Alright, clearing turns. And yeah, we'll do our steep turn.
Alright.
Cool, looks like nobody else is around.
Alrighty.
And go ahead and get yourself like trimmed for level flight, because you're still climbing
Okay.
a little bit. You shouldn't need a ton of trim. So make sure it's kind of like cruise control where you bring it to level flight and then you trim it to relieve the pressure.
Okay.
Actually, that's totally not how cruise control works. I just like did two explanations in one. But, so cruise control, you get it to 70 miles an hour, then you set
And
cruise
then-
control.
Right.
Same with trim. You want to get your attitude set so you're not climbing or descending, and then set your
Okay.
trim. We don't want to fly our airplane with our trim. Our trim is like our assistant. Like if we were a lawyer, we would never have our assistant like go to court for us. We would still go to court, but we're going to
Right.
definitely utilize the resources that our intern or our assistant has. All right, cool.
Right.
Nice. All right, steep turns whenever you are ready.
Alright, so it'll be full power, 3 wheels of trim, and then we'll be at a 45-degree
Yep.
bank.
You probably don't need full power though. Just a little increase in
okay.
power. Yep.
Alrighty.
And you're still climbing.
Yeah.
And we'll do one turn to the left and then one to the right. We'll just go choop, choop.
I'm going to maintain 10,000. Proceed direct to Pullman, and you expect some trace to light rime icing. Base is around 45, taps around 65. Let me know if you pick anything up.
That feels
Nice.
good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Looking good. Make sure eyes are outside 80% of the time, inside 20% of the time.
Alrighty.
As long as your sight picture isn't changing, you know that nothing's changing inside.
That's 45 Juliet traffic, 11 to 12 o'clock, and 2 miles westbound, indicating 1,900. Station 9 Lima Lake, correction, thanks for that. Contact Chicago Center 128.5. Boy 3581, good expect for better contact, maintain 10,000. Sky 45 Juliet, test, no factor.
Awesome. Honestly, my only critique is that you rolled out a little bit early and you brought your power back a little bit too far. So bring it into about 22. That's like a good cruise maneuver setting. Yeah, that was awesome. Really nice job. Let's go ahead and turn back to the north. Do a left turn to the north. Yeah, that was awesome. Your speed was on, your altitude was on, your bank was on. That was awesome.
Thank
You can
you.
probably bump your power up even just a little bit more. You may have to retrim for that too.
Okay.
Boy 3581, contact Chicago Center 128.5.
We'll call this 180-degree turn our clearing turn for slow flight.
Okay.
And yeah, that was awesome. Really nice job.
Thank you.
Alright, cool. Slow flight, let's do it.
Alright. And I want to be at about 50 knots, right? 45?
Yes,
50?
yeah, 50.
Okay, 50. Repeat out.
Don't forget to do your flaps.
Probably go down to 20.
Make sure you're using that right rudder too, since we've got that high angle of attack. Low air speed. And remember, pitch for speed, power for altitude. So you've got a little bit too much power because, oh, looks like it's level 1 out there. But, yeah, you just want to maintain your altitude. So we're constantly adjusting our power to adjust our climb.
Turn the right down for runway 32.
Go ahead and do a right turn to east. You're clear to the right.
Alrighty.
Nice bank, I like it.
Still climbing a little bit.
Oh. Beautiful. And left turn back to north. Eyes are outside 80%, eyes inside 20%. You probably don't notice this, but I can tell when you are looking inside because you become much more rigid on the controls. You're a lot smoother pilot when you're looking outside.
Okay.
Just because you're not overemphasizing little corrections. Right. Awesome. Alright, go ahead and recover from slow flight.
Alrighty. Flaps 10 at 60. And up.
Awesome.
Warrior 3 Echo Alpha, contact Muskegon Tower 126.25 today.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and set up for slow flight again. This
Alright.
time, make sure you bring your flaps in
Okay.
a little bit sooner. So I like to do 10 degrees at 80, 20 degrees 70, full at 60.
Okay.
And then I want your eyes out looking outside a
Okay.
lot more.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Alright. We'll pull our power. RP. 80 knots.
Nice
is
job.
around to
Just
10.
keeping that nose right where it's at, because then you know that you're not losing any altitude.
70, we're at 20. 60. Put some power back in. Add some right rudder. Pitch for 50.
Nice job.
Okay, 405 Julie, appears to be traffic doing companion work northbound right now that might be either on the ground or just about to rotate.
That was perfect. Nice job. Let's do a climbing right turn
Alrighty.
to east, and let's try and climb let's climb up to 3,700.
Alright.
Okay, 405 Julie, Roger, squawk VFR, radar service terminated, frequency approved, good day.
said to the east?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit, and we're stalling a little bit, so.
And for your heading, make sure you're not overemphasizing your heading. Use your peripherals.
Okay.
So to like pick a road, and as long as you're flying parallel to that road, you know that you're good.
Okay.
That way you can look outside more. Because even though being on our heading and our speed and our altitude is important, if we smack into another airplane,
Right.
it's kind of all for nothing.
Yeah.
Nice job. Alright, let's descend to the left, back to the north. And we will, let's descend to 3,500.
3,500, alright.
Oh no! I snagged the GoPro! Alright, we'll try
They're not staying up.
no. I'm sorry.
That's okay.